Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
That's good for a Jaguar.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Running on first down, Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 21. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set them up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
26 Mike.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Dolphins nothing.